everyone, welcome back to a Python for Data Science series. If you are new here, I am Devashri and I make learning Python fun and easy. In the last video, we covered variables, data types, and operators. Today, we are diving into fundamental programming concepts of data structures, conditions, functions, and etc. These are key for data analysis, and let's get started. Here I have created the new file, new notebook and named it as second file. So whatever names you want to give, you can give it. So data structures help us to organize and manipulate our data efficiently. Python provides list, tuples, sets and dictionaries. So let's explore them in depth. First we are going to see list. A list is like a dynamic array where you can store multiple values. Lists are great for handling ordered data. So what is the concept of list and how we are going to write a list? Let me show you first writing one of the list. So let's take the example of list. Now what we can understand from this? Like list is written in square brackets. Now we know the concept of array. In array, it is like a container of some of the things. Okay, like if you can store numerical values, if we can store. So I'll tell you some of the things about list. From observing this list, we can say that list are in enclosed in square brackets or list are made in the square brackets. So whatever things are present in the list that are in the square brackets. So list are mutable. Mutable means we can change the things within the list. It is ordered, like you can see, like we have given this as ordered. So lists are ordered and heterogeneous. Means like any kind of data we can add into that. Now this is the text of text data, right? So here if we add the number or if we add a decimal point number, so that is also, so this is also considered as list. Like if we can write apple and we want this much amount of apples, this much amount of cherry, so like that also it can take. So list, like we can consider it as a grocery list we are making, right? We can that kind only you can take it as list. But here you have to keep in mind that list are enclosed in square brackets or list are made into square brackets. And now as we are focusing on data science, right, so list and dictionary are mostly used data structures. Okay, so we have to focus and we have to give more attention to list as well as dictionary. So let's understand about list more. So this is the list I have created. Now in the previous video we have learned the concept of indexing also, right? Here also the indexing concept is there. Like for the apple, this is 0, means index is assigned as 0. For cherry, that is 1. Now what I will do is I will write it into comment only. So these are the indexes which are assigned, and as there is also negative indexes are also there. Okay, so this will be considered as -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 and -6. So now if you want to print any of the fruit from the list, like if you want to see like which fruit is present on the third index or which fruit is present on the fourth index, or else if there is anything present rather than fruit, so those things also we can do. Or if you want to delete, now if anyone asks you to delete the names of the quantity in the present in this list, so what you can do, or if you want to show that those things, so that things are also present over here. So what we are going to do is I'll take as, now we in the print statement first we have to write the list name. So what is the list name? Here if I have written capital, so you have to make sure what you have written and that only you have to write. Now which fruit we want to print, so let's take this apple. So I have assigned it the index of 0, and then if I execute this, apple will be printed. Now there is another concept, like if you want to see how many items or how many things are present in this list, like if you want to remove the count of these things, count is being removed for the numbers. For least, for the text values, it is length, right? So what we are going to do is we will let's see how many elements or how many things are present in our least. For that we have this length function. Okay, so what this length function is there, it will return the number to us, like how many numbers of items are present in this list. So we can see that we have 6. Now here, as we have given indexing, and these are up till 5 only. Okay, but it has starting from 0, right? So that is why, but in all there are 6 items present in our list, so it has shown us the count of that. Okay, it has shown us the length of those things present in our list. So in our list, 6 different kinds of fruits are present in our list, so we can say that. Like if your mother told you to buy these fruits, and you went to the shop, and now she called you and she told you that add one more fruit, that is oranges, buy oranges also. So what you are going to do means, like, so one of the fruit is being told you to add in this list. So how you are going to do? Many times this case can also occur. So let's add a new fruit in our list. So what you have to do is you have to take the name of the list. Okay, in that we have append. This append function is there for us. So, and now you have to mention the name of the fruit or the name of the thing or item which you want to add in your list. But we have not printed the list, right? Again, in the next cell, let's take as so you can see this orange is being added to our list. This is a new list with one element externally added, or one element added afterwards. After creating the list, one element we have added in it, or one fruit we have added in it. So indexing is also there, and when we are working with it, we in the data science field, we have to consider this as array. While working with the array, there are some of the limitations. Like in array, there is the thing that we cannot take different kind of data. Like in list, as we can say, take the data of decimal data also, we can take numerical data, we are taking strings also. But while working with the array, we have this one limitation. Okay, that we cannot take different kind of data, means we have to take homogeneous data only in it. Like if we are taking text values or string values, then we have to go with the strings only. If we are taking numerical values, then we have to go with the numerical values only. But while working with the list, we cannot, we have this ability that we can take different things also. So to reduce that limitation of array, we have this list. Now next, let's see what are the different operations we can do on the list. I'll create a new list named as num. In that I'll assign numbers to it, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so I have created this new list, and I want to add 60, 70, these two numbers if I want to add. Now here you can see that you have used append also, but let's see what is there with the numbers. So you have to write the name of the list, and then we have this insert operation also. So in that, now you have to write what are the numbers that you want to add to it. 60 I want to add, sorry. So now what you have to do is, you know the concept of index, right? So at which index you want to add number. So I want to add 45 between 40 and 50. So what I have to do is, I have to mention the index of that place. So what index it will be, like 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So let's take this 4 and then separate it, and then what number I want to add, I have to mention that. So you can see that 45 is being inserted between 40 and 50. So for to insert any of the thing in between a list, what you have to do is you can go with this option also, like operation is there, insert operation is there. Like that we have remove operation also, like if we want to remove any of the thing. But what happens into remove num dot, let's see, num dot remove, yeah. Here we don't have to mention index which place we want to add this number, right? But here we have that ability that we don't have to add any of the index. Now let's see how. Now I have executed this again, so you can see that this 20 is being removed from the list. So like this is also there, like insert operation is there, remove operation is there. Let's see least comprehension, like and it is too much used in data science field, okay? Like we need to least comprehension in many of ways, it will say most of the time. Now in most cases what happens, it is used for squares, like if you want to print the table of 2. So what you are going to do is you are not going to write print always and then multiply it, so like that it will take too much time. But we can do it into simple way. Now as I know that we are working with the least comprehension, okay, I'll mention it above. So I've mentioned it above. Now we are working with the least comprehension, okay? We know that we are working with the least comprehension and we have to take a variable name to that, as we are going to print the table of any of the thing, with any of the number we are going to print the table. So what we are going to do is we are going to take the name of the variable. Then we know that list are being created into square brackets, so we have took the square brackets. Now next thing is there, we are working with the numbers, and for numbers there is no need of double quotes, right? So we are not going to give right now any double quotes. Then next we know the thing that we are working with the numerical values. So what we have to do is as we are printing the table of 2 or any of the number, okay, you can take any of the number in that. So for the number and what is the logic to print a table, means like x, and for multiplication there is multiplication there is star. So here we are multiplying. Now consider this x as any number which has to be multiplied with multiplied 2 times of that own number only, okay? So that is the logic of a table, right? You can see the output, it has taken from 0, okay? So here we have to mention it like 11. Now if we'll execute, then it will come take all the values of 10. So we can create this in function also, and then while passing the argument we can pass any number whichever we want, right? Def squares, and then that this logic in that, and then print square. While printing square you can write that as squares and any number whichever you want. So that is also there with the functions. But to print with the least comprehension, like in one single list only we have given multiple conditions, okay? Means 3 to 4 3 logics are being compressed in one single list. This is known as least comprehension. It has saved much of a space, right? And within one line only we have made this table. So this conditions or this thing is known as least comprehension. Okay, now after least comprehension we are going to learn about tuples. Like what are tuples? Tuples are like least only, but they are immutable. Immutable means we cannot change them. Once created we cannot change the tuples, meaning this value cannot be changed. They are useful for storing fixed data. Like if we create once a tuple, then we after that we cannot add or remove or insert, those things we cannot do with the tuple. So once now I have created this tuple, okay, and I have executed it. Here once I have initialized the value, that is 10.5, 45 and 5.6, these I have initialized it now. So if I want to remove this 45 from it, I cannot remove it. Or if I want to add any other element or number or any other thing to this tuple, then I cannot do that. That is why it is said as immutable, means we cannot change a tuple once created. Why we should use these tuples? Because they are faster than least, and they can be used as keys in dictionaries because they are immutable. Now what is dictionary and how we are going to use this, that we are going to see. Now let's learn about sets. Sets are an unordered collection of unique items, great for filtering out duplicates. Now why it is unordered? And unordered means when there can be duplicate values also. Let's create one set and then you can see the example. I'll take this as, oh sorry, we should not take name. It is not a good practice. Now here I have created a set. Okay, now if I'll print this set, you can see that the set was unordered, means like there was after 2 it was not 3, or after 3 it was again 4 or 2, so it was unordered. Mutable means we can change things whatever once it is created. Now if I want to change this, then I can change it. And unique values, but when we will print this, it will only give us unique values, means it is showing us that, means like this 2 is being repeated, this 3 is being repeated. It is not printed unique as it is. It has reduced the duplicate, or it has removed the duplicates, and then it has print. It is great for filtering out duplicates. That is why it is said as. Now what are the operations which we can perform on set? Now I have this unique one. Create 2 different sets first. So I have these 2 different sets, and what are the operations which I can perform on these sets? Means now if I want to join these 2 sets, so union means we are going to join these 2 sets. So you can see that we have joined 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. These 2 sets are being joined with the help of union. Now if I want to intersect, means common things which are in both the list, like there are right now there are no common things in both of the list. So what I'll do is I'll add here 4 and okay. So I just want to print that. So what I can do is print A was not defined. So you have to check the things yourself also. You have to understand that why that error is being occurred. I didn't executed this code snippet. I changed the value, but I didn't executed it. That's why it was showing empty. But once I executed it, now it is not showing me the empty. The value of 4 is being shown to me. Intersection means the common one which is in both of the list, that is being shown over here. Let's check one more thing. So these are things that are with the sets we have seen. Now our main focus is going to be with the data science. So that is why I have made sure that I have explained least mostly, and then tuples and sets are not being used mostly. So that is why I just want to explain, like there are tuples and there are set also. And now I'm going to explain dictionary. So dictionary is also important. So let's see what a dictionary is. In dictionary there are key value pairs, means like let's see only example only I'll tell. Dictionaries are one of the most powerful data structures in Python. Okay, they allow key value storage. Now in what these dictionaries have been created? So these are also being created in the curly braces. So this is dictionary. As I created it as markdown, this was the error because it was not showing us, right? So this is dictionary. I have created one sample dictionary. So dictionaries are most powerful, and which allows us to store the values in the key value storage is there. Then how to now print this dictionary? So it has shown us the values in the, like this is the key and this is the value of that key. So if we want the values in these format, then we can use this dictionary. Now let's see some of the operations we can perform on dictionary. Now here, this age, this is 90 over here. If I want to update this age, like if I want to add any different value, or if I want to add that age, update that age, then what I can do, first you have to mention like in of what key you want to update the value of. So this is the a key, right? So I have mentioned this key over here, and then what value I want to add into it. So I want to make it as 91 now. So I have added this as 91, and then let's execute it. So you can see this age is being updated. We have added this age, or we have increased this age by one number. So if you want to update any of the thing, you can do this thing. You have to first mention the name of the key in which you want to add the things, and then the value to it. And don't forget to print that value again, because if you want to see the changes, you have to print the things again. Now if you want to add any new key and value to your dictionary only, then what you can do. Now here this course is there, this age is there, this name is there. Okay, so if I want to add name to, so what you have to do in that case, now what value you want to give, that you have to mention over here. Now that we have created this new key and the value for that, we are going to add it. So you can see in the end here, this name to this key is being added, and the value to that key is also being added in our dictionary. Now if you want to delete any of the key, now this we have created this new key, and we want to delete it now. So how you are going to delete that key? For that we just have this del operation. You can use that. Here this name to, I want to delete. Just mention key only, don't mention rest of the things, then you can, it is being deleted. Now if you want, you can see that here. Now we have updated a dictionary. We are not having this key value, that is second, which was created again, that is not there in our dictionary. So we have seen up till now how to update our dictionary, how to delete the things from our dictionary, or how to add any new key value. Now let's learn about conditional statements. In data science, we need conditions to make decisions. So let's see how. We have if, elif, and else. So I'm going to write a small code, and then I'll explain it to you. So here I have took one variable. We are working on this conditional statements, okay? So I have took one variable in which I am telling a user to tell me his age. So if you want to take input from user, then the value from user, then you can use this input, and then whatever the sentence you will write in over here, that will be asked to the front person. So it asked me, when I executed this code, it asked me about age, like enter your age, and then I gave the value whichever I wanted, and based on these conditions, then it has filtered that and printed me the statement, like whichever in this age which I have entered is fitting, then it is showing me with that value. So first condition was like, with these three things we are going to give conditions. So first condition was like if age is greater than or equal to, these are operators, right? So this is our variable. So if age is greater than equal to 18, what is it going to print? Now as I have given the value of 34, so yes, it is greater than 18, so it has printed that you are eligible to vote. Elif, if not, then age is equals to 17, then what it was going to print? That almost there, one more year to go. And if the value which we are giving, or the user is giving, is will not satisfy both these conditions, means like age is not greater than or equal to 18, as well as if age is not even equal to 17, then what? Means like age is of 5 years or 10 years, then what? Then it is going to print that you are not eligible to vote. So if I'll again execute this cell, so now I will tell that age is equals to 17. Yeah, so it has printed that almost there, one more year to go. And if again I'll execute this cell, and here I'll give the age as 7 and press enter, then you are not eligible to vote. So these are the conditional statements, means based on the condition given it is going to execute. So you can give any conditions, like if the color is not equals to blue, then it is not a ball, for like that any kind of condition whichever you want to give. Like if the value is not of 24, then you can say that it is not fitting into the criteria. So there are many conditions where we need these conditional statements. These are also important, so we have to keep them in mind. Now next we are going to learn about functions. So what are these functions for? Functions helps us to reuse code and keep it organized. So let's create one function. Now in the previous example also I have created one function. Let's see if I can use that or not. No, it is not there. Okay, let's create one. For function we have to give a keyword, and keyword for the function is def, then the name which we want to give to our function. So I have took this name and assigned the value of name to it. Means like whatever the value we will give in the name, it is going to be executed. Means this function is going to be executed for that. So I have this function which I have created. For creating function we need the keyword, that is def. This is the name of the function, that is greet, and this I have passed the value to that argument. So in return it is going to just say hello to the name whichever we are going to pass. So here in the print statement I have passed the name as Dev and function is greet. So if there were different functions present, like greet is there, then maybe there was other function also, criteria, like different kinds of functions may be there in one code or one single book. So which function we want to access, we have to mention that, and then what value do we have to add, that also. So here I have given this value, and this is how a function is being created. So now as it is said that with the functions we can reuse code. Functions are there to reuse the code. So if now here I'll just write print greet, and now I have not written any functions, like means it is just a print statement, and it is telling that greet something and then Divya, this name I have passed. So what it is going to give me, I missed one closing bracket, so that is why it gave me the error here. Now I have not returned this function again over here in this cell, but still it is being executed. So this is how we can reuse the function again and again by just its single name. Like whatever name we have given and whatever the code which we have written over there, that is going to be reused again with the different name. So this is how we are reusing the function. As we are working for the data science, so let's take something related to that only. So now we wanted to calculate the mean of this data. So we have this data and we wanted to calculate the mean of it. So we have created the function, and then this data is there. We have given this data and then print mean, calculate mean, and what we have assigned to it, data. So this is also a real world example. Like in data science we are going to use these things most of the time, right? We will have data and we are going to use these things, like if we want to calculate mean, median, mode. So that's for that we can create a function and then store it, and then we can use it again and again. So like this things also. Now let's hear about lambda functions. So what are lambda functions? Let's see. For that I'll write an example and then I'll explain. Lambda functions are the anonymous functions, like which we can use once in the program. See, we have to as before writing a function we have to mention it with the def keyword. So here also we have to mention it with the lambda keyword. So here I have written as square. This is we know that what it is. Like we have given this variable, and then in that within one line only I have written this function lambda x, and x double star 2 means x multiplied into 2 means whatever the value we are going to give of x, it is going to multiply with it 2 times. So like that, lambda functions are the anonymous functions. We have no need, like here we are defining, here this is calculate mean, so here there is no need to define any of the function over here. It is just by using lambda keyword we are going to use this. So this is lambda function. And just quickly here about map also, using map function with lambda. Now let's see for example for that. Here I have created a list of numbers like 1 2 3 4, these are the numbers in the list, and then here I took the variable of squared numbers in which I took that list. So I am going to use on list this squared number the thing. Then I'm going to map, means like I have created this lambda function and I have mapped it. Like this is only going to means I have now here you can see that we have got the output in the list only. If we would have not created this map, we would have got output like 1 2, even though if we would have used lambda functions, that is okay, we would have got this output like 1 4 9 16, these we have to square, then we would have made the square and then got the output. We want the output in the list only. So here in that cases this map comes in. So that's it for today. We covered data structures, conditions and functions, key concepts for data science. Now I'll give an assignment to you. So this is the assignment for you all. What you have to do is you have to write a function that takes a list of numbers and returns the maximum value from that list. So this is your assignment, and whatever your answers are, you have to drop it in the comment and then I'll analyze them. So like, subscribe and stay tuned for our next video on data manipulation with pandas.